Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes were Hollywood's ideal power couple, lighting up red carpets and enthralling fans, especially after Suri was born. Life changed for their daughter Suri after their unexpected breakup. Speculation has swirled over Tom's troubled relationship with Suri, with many believing his Scientology links kept them apart. Suri's 18th birthday move shocked everyone, including her father. Have Tom and Suri not seen each other in over a decade? What big move did Suri make that has everyone talking? Join us as we unearth the truth behind this family's drama that's causing waves for an unexpected purpose. Let's look back over Suri's parents' relationship and the circumstances that affected everything before discussing her. The real story of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes' extraordinary relationship. Katie Holmes' romance with Tom Cruise appeared like a Hollywood fantasy. After starring as Joey Potter on Dawson's Creek, Katie met Cruise at the height of their careers. Katie revealed in a 17 magazine article that Cruise was her childhood fantasy man, even though she was engaged to Chris Klein. Soon later, Katie and Chris broke up and Katie met Cruise. The two fell in love quickly, attracting media attention. In Cruise's world, Katie encountered his unique lifestyle and intense Scientology commitment for the first time. Tom Cruise had a few short-lived relationships before Katie. Some close to him blamed his Scientology devotion. Cruise was heavily influenced by Scientology, which apparently helped him screen potential relationships. Former Scientologists say the church scouted women for Cruise to find a perfect match who shared its ideals. According to Vanity Fair, Sofia Vergara and Scarlett Johansson were accused of being approached, but Johansson rejected it, calling it insulting and saying only a male would come up with such a ludicrous narrative. For Cruise, finding a life partner meant joining Scientology. Church influence reportedly strained his relationships with Nicole Kidman and Mimi Rogers. Cruise was concerned because Kidman did not want to be engaged with Scientology, according to a source. Katie made it clear that being with Tom required becoming church-going. Speaking of which, actress Nazanin Boniadi was rumored to have been vetted to date Cruise, with frequent monitoring and restrictions. This procedure didn't last, but Holmes' life in Tom's universe began then. The Oprah moment that shaped their romance. Holmes' romance took a fresh turn in 2005 when Cruise appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show and made television history with a memorable moment. Cruise's excitement soared when discussing Holmes. Cruise showed his love for Holmes by jumping on Oprah's couch in the iconic couch jumping incident. Despite Oprah's surprise, Cruise smiled as he declared his love, leaving no doubt. He ran backstage and brought Holmes out in front of the audience, where she hesitantly smiled and hugged him. The shocking move went viral and divided Hollywood. Some liked the intensity and emotion, but others disliked the overdone exhibition. Cruise's enthusiasm dominated, even his War of the Worlds movie advertising. According to reports, Paramount wasn't pleased. Cruise's dating escapades dominated the conversation instead of his film. One of the first clues that this high-profile connection was more difficult than it seemed. A quiet birth and unusual proposal. Cruise proposed to Holmes on the Eiffel Tower in Paris in 2005 after their public expressions of love. Holmes received a magnificent 5-carat yellow diamond ring, but not a down-on-one-knee proposal. After a few months, the couple announced their first kid, and Cruise's hands-on approach to Holmes' pregnancy attracted headlines. In an interview, he said he bought a sonogram machine to watch their baby's progress at home. After finishing, he vowed to donate the gadget to a hospital, but doctors were concerned. Only trained specialists should do sonograms, they said. Suri Cruise was born on April 18, 2006, under unusual circumstances. Holmes had a silent birth per Scientology's instructions. Words and sounds during childbirth can harm mother and baby, says the church. This method, promoted by church founder L. Holmes apparently consented to Ron Hubbard, but many wondered how she felt about the silence. Holmes accepted Cruise's beliefs and rules. However, Cruise's world and Holmes's restraints looked to be wearing him down. Despite appearing to have it all, rumors of relationship pressure grew, laying the scenario for a shocking public breakup. Did you know Katie's parents didn't like their relationship from the start? Family issues marred the start. Katie's parents, staunch Catholics, were also concerned about Tom's Scientology membership. This wasn't just about a partner. It was about Katie's lifestyle change. Her parents' concerns surfaced before the couple's 2006 Italian wedding. As the day arrived, Rumors spread that her parents might not attend. Their discomfort with Katie's conversion from Catholic to Tom's beliefs. They feared Scientology's might and didn't want their daughter involved. They showed support despite their feelings. Katie's father, Marty Holmes, spoke movingly of his love for Katie and admiration for Tom at the rehearsal dinner. Even though they didn't like Katie's decisions, they focused on the momentous day. They appeared willing to bless for a moment. Did you know their wedding had many red flags? Tom and Katie's $3.5 million Italian castle wedding was spectacular, but instances suggested their relationship was complicated. Katie took a long time to walk down the aisle with Tom, patiently beaming at the front. The wait seemed like a lifetime to actress Leah Remini, a Scientologist who attended the wedding. She said Tom even requested her to bring Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony to the wedding, underscoring the personal and Hollywood connections. The ceremony followed Scientology's distinctive customs, including strange vows. Cruz reportedly told Holmes, "Girls need clothes, food, tender bliss, frills, a pan, comb, and cat at the wedding." Portion of his pledges. Many felt it odd to say marital vows this way. However, the wedding was glamorous. Giorgio Armani designed Katie's two unique outfits and Suri's matching dress. The occasion was wonderful and dreamlike, according to guests. Later, Leah Remini stated it was incomprehensible. Katie thought it was a magical wedding. But this magnificent day was just the start of a tumultuous marriage. In power and alone, Katie appeared delighted early in their marriage. Her loved ones saw changes that raised questions over time. Katie became more restrained and somewhat robotic. Life with Tom was difficult. Katie was anticipated to join Scientology after his extensive participation. This wasn't faith alone. It required continual supervision. Tom's handlers were always nearby, even at home, and Katie was regularly accompanied by monitors. Journalist Maureen Orth reported on a 2010 supper with the couple. Orth noted that their public existence was stressful since fans approached them during the meal. Katie replied, "We rarely go outside." Holmes also severed relationships with friends and relatives. All this solitude seemed to grow over time. Deb Baer, who interviewed Katie for 17 magazine when she was young and starry-eyed, noticed the change in her demeanor. Katie's public appearances grew mechanical as she called Tom extraordinary 400 times, Baer noted. This was no longer the earthy girl Baer encountered. Jenna Miscovich Hill, niece of Scientology leader David Miscovich, noticed Katie's transformation. She knew the strain Scientology could cause from growing up there and related her personal experiences of mental and physical abuse. She encouraged Katie, acknowledging her difficulties. Katie's brave split after 5 years of marriage surprised everyone. Katie's divorce filing in June 2012 apparently surprised Tom. He later said he was surprised. The news hit Tom just before his 50th birthday, making it difficult. He reflected, "Be 50 and it hits you. What life can do to you. You need a sense of humor," he said, trying to be cheerful. The breakup hurt. Katie and Tom originally wore their wedding rings after the filing, but the decision was definitive. Tom's two older children from Nicole Kidman, Connor and Isabella, supported him during the divorce. His spokeswoman confirmed Tom's anguish and requested privacy to focus on his children. Kate prioritized Suri, her daughter. Katie's counsel stated that her daughter's best interest has always been her top priority. Katie looked different in New York after the announcement. Her face showed relief to friends and fans. Tom's controlled life seemed to be finished, and Katie seemed ready to start anew with her kid. Why did Scientology cause their split? Many wondered if Cruise's Scientology devotion contributed to Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise's divorce. Cruise was deposed and asked if Holmes left him to shield Suri from Scientology. He didn't like this question. The question offended Cruise, who said no one needed religious protection. He admitted that was Holmes' reason. When questioned, he stressed that Suri wasn't practicing Scientology, which may have been Holmes's goal. Former Scientologist Jenna Miscovich Hill, niece of church head David Miscovich, explained Holmes's decision. She offered encouragement, especially because she had struggled in Scientology. Hill stressed her motherly sensitivity, understanding Holmes' likely priority of protecting Suri. Katie also requested sole custody of Suri, indicating that she sought religious control over her daughter's upbringing. Katie could make important decisions without interference with exclusive custody, protecting Suri from Scientology. Agreements on custody and finances. Katie Holmes divorced Cruz with legal help. Her talented legal father, Marty Holmes, helped her prepare. Her prenuptial agreement with Marty filled 5 bankers' cartons with documents. It was savvy, allowing Katie to finalize the divorce 11 days after filing. After her marriage dissolved, this legal foresight helped her move quickly. Holmes won little despite Cruz's alleged $600 million fortune. For Suri, she would receive $400,000 per year in child support until she reached 18. This is $4.8 million, small compared to Cruz's wealth. Cruz also committed to pay any additional Suri expenditures, including medical bills. Holmes may have accepted less money to maintain control over Suri's education and religion. Suri may have accepted less to avoid Scientology and Cruz's effect on her upbringing. After the divorce, Katie Holmes and Suri moved to New York City, where acquaintances saw a big change in Katie. She seemed like a fresh person eager to explore the city's culture and chances. She felt freer and more creative. In an InStyle interview, she said she felt more liberated to pursue her ventures alone. She advised putting your stuff out there and being yourself. Holmes may reinvent herself in New York without her high-profile marriage. Holmes fell in love again, but her divorce deal was startling. 5 years after divorcing Cruz, she couldn't date publicly. This peculiar position required her to keep new connections discreet and not introduce potential partners to Suri. She dated Jamie Foxx despite these limits, but they kept it private. The couple dated privately from 2013 till 2019. Holmes subsequently said the connection helped her rediscover her independence and break free from boundaries. She said, "I don't have many rules and don't take myself seriously." Holmes appeared to combine job, personal life, and parenthood. Tom Cruise's relationships with his kids are complicated. He and Nicole Kidman adopted Connor and Isabella. Cruise is known for Scientology, which Connor and Isabella followed. Isabella, known as Bella, was an artist who kept a low profile. Devotion to Scientology undoubtedly helped her retain her father-daughter bond. Neither Cruise nor Kidman attended her London nuptials. Bella told the Daily Mail, "We talk, they're my parents, despite their absence." Connor is a DJ and has been in a few films. His parents rarely see his life on social media, like Bella. In 2019, he and Cruise were seen in London, bonding during a private helicopter trip. Despite their limited public contact, Cruise's love of helicopter piloting, which he learned for Mission Impossible, has helped him connect with Connor. Suri, his daughter, is different. Cruise and Suri haven't been spotted together since 2012, and their relationship is unknown. Cruise adores his daughter and wishes to reunite with her, according to Hollywood Life. However, father and daughter seem estranged, prompting speculation that Scientology's stringent principles caused their split. Do Tom and Suri still talk when Suri turns 18, or did things become worse? New chapter for Suri at 18. Katie Holmes' daughter Suri Cruise's wedding day arrived. On April 18th, she turned 18, becoming an adult. Katie and Suri have maintained a low-profile life away from Tom Cruise, who hadn't seen his daughter in over a decade. Katie has been Suri's primary parent since their 2012 divorce. Cruise agreed to pay Suri $400,000 a year for support as part of the divorce settlement, which expired when she reached 18. Since Suri was an adult, Tom no longer paid child support. However, he may continue paying Suri's health insurance and college tuition. One of the world's highest-paid actresses. Despite rumors that Katie was worried about the loss of these payments, her attorney, Jonathan Wolfe, disputed it and said it would not affect her finances. Katie seemed ready for this next chapter. What's Suri Cruise doing now? She is, with Katie, pursuing her passions. Suri and her mother, Katie, became closer as she prepared for college. Suri avoided the spotlight but embraced her creativity like her famous parents. Katie, a former Dawson's Creek actor and director, gave Suri opportunities to contribute to her productions. Suri sang a cover of Blue Moon and Alone Together, 2022, and Rare Objects, 2023, in Katie's movie. This partnership brought Katie and Suri closer since Katie respected her advice. "I hope she always does something on my projects," Katie told Glamour, adding that including Suri was natural. Her involvement with Suri produced a secure, attractive, creative atmosphere for family work. Katie, a mother, said, "It was very meaningful to me to have her there, because she's my heart." Katie openly discussed her excitement in watching Suri grow and the significance of protecting her, especially considering her public life since infancy. Suri, a young adult, has made her mom proud by balancing her interests with freedom. The quiet strength she and Katie have built together and her parents' influence guides Suri in this new chapter. Though their closeness has always grabbed attention, Suri recently made headlines for something else that startled many. Tom Cruise's Suri graduation absence. Suri Cruise celebrated her June high school graduation in New York City with family and friends. However, one person was obviously absent. Her father, Tom Cruise. The Mission Impossible star's absence from his daughter's wedding prompted many internet inquiries. Tom was at Taylor Swift's Eras Tour's VIP tent while Suri became an adult, reportedly laughing with Hugh Grant, Ashton Kutcher, and Mila Kunis. Many noticed the disparity between his high-profile concert and Suri's graduation. Tom's distant relationship with Suri has been rumored for years, especially because she grew up outside his world. Katie's parenting arrangement left Tom little role in Suri's upbringing. Suri made a huge life decision after turning 18. Her mom's middle name, Noel, is now her last name instead of Cruise. Many say this shows her loyalty to her mother. Suri wanted her own identity and is thrilled to have a Katie name, a source told Page 6. Suri's closeness to Katie Holmes, mom. Suri and Katie's irreplaceable friendship has deepened over time. Katie accepted full responsibility for raising Suri after the divorce, creating a unique mother-daughter connection. Suri, like her mother, enjoys privacy in their Hollywood-free life. Us Weekly says Katie and Suri are a true team and more in sync than ever. A source termed their relationship beautiful to watch. Many parts of their lives reflect their closeness. Katie is quite interested in Suri's life and supports her projects at times. In 2023 and 2022, Suri sang in Katie's films Rare Objects and Alone Together. Katie has provided Suri with stability and warmth despite the obstacles, one that shows her motherly love and pride. Suri appears ready for college independence as she begins her next chapter at Carnegie Mellon University in Pennsylvania. College freshman life and future plans. On June's high school choosing day, Suri wore a Carnegie Mellon sweater to reveal her school choice, which went viral. Katie helped Suri move into her dorm in August, even moving Suri's belongings into her new house with boxes and luggage. After a tearful goodbye, Katie returned to New York to cope to being an empty nester, while Suri began college. Suri, who resides in Pittsburgh, recently visited New York to support her mother at our town's Broadway debut. On her weekend excursion, she and her pet cat Eleanor saw the city's familiar sights. Katie thanked her parents and sisters for attending her show's launch on social media, posting a backstage shot. Suri may have attended one of the showings, but her quick visit showed that her mother and she remain close. Suri enters this new chapter ready to make her own way, with Katie cheering her on from afar. Her mother couldn't be prouder. Katie and Suri are now stylish. Katie Holmes and her daughter Suri Cruise wore big jackets to show off their relaxed yet chic looks in New York City. Suri, a freshman at Carnegie Mellon University in Pennsylvania, looked comfy in navy slacks, a puffy shearling-lined denim jacket, and fall-appropriate boots in NYC. Katie, however, wore a long camel coat over a gray sweatsuit, a tote purse, and sunglasses for a relaxed autumn appearance. The two were seen in other fashionable pairs around the city on prior occasions, suggesting Suri inherited her mom's love of autumn layering. Suri's independence and Katie's gratitude for protecting her were highlighted in a glamour interview, especially given her early fame. How about Tom Cruise? Tom's high-octane Hollywood profession kept him away from Suri's graduation and college move. He's working on Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 2, due out May 21st, 2025. However, his other, more ambitious initiative has garnered public notice. Cruise will work with NASA and SpaceX to film in space. In this Doug Liman film, Cruise will visit the International Space Station and attempt a spacewalk, making him one of the first civilians to do it in a film. Cruise has hinted that they're working hard to complete this project. While Tom works on groundbreaking initiatives while Suri and Katie prosper in New York, many wonder if Tom and Suri will reunite. You think, can this father-daughter bond heal? Will they stay apart as they create their lives? Please comment, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more intriguing stories.